Heard it right, it's going to be Just Joe, and it's going to be all about football. He showed descent. Bamford, it's in!
Yes!
I don't see many more appearances from Pablo. Fantastic inaugural guest. I have to pull out the big guns.
And this is the moment when I take a stand. I've got big.
Yo, it's Joe. It's the Just Joe Football Show. It's time for another watch along. I like spending my Sunday days, Saturday days with you guys. If I'm watching the football, why not stick the stream on there? Guys, please smash a like on the video. As some of the comments have already said, we hit 1K subscribers over last night, which I'm absolutely buzzing. I asked some people to subscribe to the channel, so of course they did, which is absolutely amazing. So thank you for those that did. Thank you, Harati, who says, congratulations on the 1K subs, bro. Top bloke, deserve it. Thank you very much for that, mate. Thank you very much. Yeah, Mason Tooting now knows that All Leeds TV, when they're late, it's my fault. It's always my fault, to be fair. I'm not going to lie to you. We're always late because of me. I'm going to take my hat off because it's quite warm. It's quite warm. I have been taking the dog for a walk and all that jazz, but it's quite warm. I'm still buzzing from yesterday. How are you feeling? It's pretty good, right? What a win that was. What a win that was. Today, guys, we have top four. Leicester and West Ham. Who'd have thunk it, eh? I mean, we accept Leicester in there now. They have been for a few seasons, but strip it back, say, 10 years, you'd have never said West Ham and Leicester would be battling it out in a top four clash. But it's happening. It is happening. Then, not shortly after this game, we, of course, have a big tie between Tottenham and Manchester United. Last chance saloon, possibly, for Tottenham. If they don't get a win, top four looks like it's getting out of their grasp, doesn't it? Looks like it's getting out of their grasp. So, big performance needed from Spurs. I fancy Manchester United if I'm being totally honest. Guys, what are your thoughts on this one? Leicester, West Ham. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think the game score-wise is going to be between Leicester and West Ham? Gamer guy Ethan says he's still happy from yesterday. I know I am as well. Harate says your goal reactions on All Leeds TV has gone global. I don't know about that. I hope it has. Gamer guy Ethan's gone 3-2, 3-2. Yeah, I mean, yesterday was what a win that was, eh? What a win. Dale says he's got no idea on this game. It's hard to call, isn't it? Hard to call. 2-1 West Ham, says LW. Lingard double. He's been on fire, hasn't he? He has been on fire, to be fair to him, since moving to West Ham. Didn't really rate him, if I'm being honest. I just thought he was a bit of a big-time Charlie. Liked to dance about, you know, do all this sort of jazz. But he's actually gone to West Ham. Maybe he is the main man there, the one they all look to. You know, he's played for Manchester United. I know we, as Leeds fans, ain't big fans of them, but ultimately he has played at a top club. He's gone to West Ham and he's been doing bits, man. He has been doing bits. And David Moyes has as well, to be fair. Let's not forget he managed Man United for a short period of time after Fergie had gone. Congratulations, Leeds, says Nally Tuba, who I believe is a Chelsea fan as well, I believe. It's nice to see you back, though, brother. So thanks for coming over to the channel again. Smash a like if you haven't already, guys. Let's see if we can get as many people in on this stream as possible. Mason Tootin, who loves a gamble. He loves a gamble. I think I'm going to have to start getting him to go to GA, maybe. Gamblers Anonymous for Mason. He's had £5 on Lingard to score first and either 1-1 or 2-1 to West Ham. Paul says, congratulations on 1K subs. Yesterday was what it was all about. Exactly what we've been missing for far too long. It's what we've waited 16 years for, isn't it? The game has kicked off, though, guys, just so you are. We will get through to your comments. We'll loosely look at the game. We'll have a chat, you know, and just chat all things football, man. Whatever you want to chat about, let's get it going. Nicholas Griffin says you're going to be on Match of the Day next after your TalkSport appearance. Yeah, I've been on TalkSport a few times, actually. They phoned me quite a few times to ask me to go on. And yesterday they asked me to go on. Gabby Agbonlahor was on, wasn't he, with Faker Others. And I actually, just before I went on, there was two Leeds fans on before me. And one of them said he doesn't think fans would be an improvement because he says that we get on the players' backs at Ellen Road, which I didn't agree with. And then another person said, you know, for us to go to that next level, we need to get rid of Dallas and Ayling. Dallas had just scored a double against Manchester City. So I don't know what planet they were on, to be fair. Like Gamer Guy Ethan says, Stuart Dallas is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Nally Tubar thinks Lingard should stay at West Ham. I think there'll be other clubs in for him. Arsenal could look at him. Leicester could look at him. Other clubs, Everton could look at him. And I just don't know if West Ham have the funds. Yes, the deal might be cut price. You might be looking at 30 million and they've spent big before West Ham, but it's all about wages. Lingard's on a lot of money, I believe. So I'm not sure he'll stay there, but he's definitely put himself in the shop window. He's a free kick coming in from Jared Bowen, looking for Souček, more than likely. Doesn't land there and Leicester come away with it. Mark Noble trying to recycle it. Mark Noble is 400 appearance today, up there with the top players for Premier League appearances. 400 Premier League games for Mark Noble. West Ham legend. He's not quite Declan Rice in terms of what he can do, but I suppose he's filling a gap for West Ham fans. Obviously, Corey. We all know about Corey. He's a secret Leeds United fan, though, but hopefully they get the win. We've got Locks as well on before the whistle blows, so it's a real clash. Lingard underneath the ball here. Takes a bit of an elbow to the ear. I think he's milked that a little bit, indeedy. Lingard, yeah. I think they've given a free kick, though, to be fair. What's everyone's thoughts yesterday on that red card as well? Because I still think it was a red card, you know. I've seen a few Leeds fans changing their opinion a little bit, but I said at the time it looked like a red card. But yeah, it's just a consistency, innit? It's just a consistency in the league. Nathan Hutchinson says Aguero to Leeds. It's never happening. Never happening. It's total clickbait, paper guff. If Aguero comes to Leeds, right, I'll get a tattoo with him. I'll get a tattoo with him on my calf next to my Bielsa one. If Aguero comes to Leeds, I will get a tattoo. I'm that confident that he won't come to Leeds. Because can you imagine what money he's going to be on and stuff? He's going to be going to somewhere like a Chelsea. If he stays in England, it'll be a Chelsea. It could be, you know, an Arsenal. He's not coming to Leeds. And I'm not saying we're not in them, but I'm talking money. I'm talking the money that it's going to cost. Yes, he's on a free, but his wages will be absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. Here are Leicester then. Here, Nacho. He's had an effort. Maybe he should have tried to play in Jamie Vardy. But Ian Nacho is on fire at the moment. He is on fire at the moment. So you can't blame him for having a go. Dale says, a good example of what the fans can do. Look at the Millwall game where we won 3-2 from 2-0 down. Yes. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that picture of me where I'm like where I look like a lizard, where I'm like that. I don't know if any of you have seen that picture. I'm assuming you may have if you follow All Leeds TV. That was from that game. Where I sit in the Kop, I'm quite near to the front, so I ran down and was like at the advertising boards going, yes, and there was a guy, I think his name's George, he's a photographer, does games around Yorkshire, and he just turned his camera around and started taking snaps, and he snapped me, and it was on his Instagram, so I stole it, but yeah, that was actually from that game, Dale. And like, if you look at the City game in the reverse fixture, Matt Noble spraying, it's gone back to Diop. Diop and Dawson's not really a strong centre-back partnership, is it? Foul from Fofana. Fofana's a great prospect. Great prospect. Or is it Justin? Sorry. It could be Justin, but either or, they're great prospects. I think it was Fofana, yeah. Justin's out injured, isn't he? But both great players. But yeah, I believe if you look at the City game at Ellen Road, I think we win that if fans are in. You know, I think quite a lot of Premier League players are going to find it hard to. I don't think they'll have experienced an atmosphere like it, is what I'm saying. Like, look at Sheffield United's form. Sheffield United, they have a decent atmosphere at Bramall Lane. It's one of them old school grounds. It's right on top of the pitch. It's not like this stadium here, the Olympic Stadium. It's not like Etihad, or it's not like the Emirates, where it's like a bowl and the fans aren't really close. You know, Ellen Road's that old school ground where the players, and some of the players, I think, you know, will shrink under that. Will shrink under that pressure. You know, Leeds fans bay for blood when You know, when especially like say when we're up against Man United, it's going to be a cauldron, man. I can't wait. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Almost 30 people watching now, guys. So continue to please smash the like on the stream. Remember, we will be doing this game, and we will also be doing the Manchester United Tottenham game. 2 streams for you today. We've got the Champions League to look forward to during the week. LW, I will get to all your comments, guys. So keep the comments coming in. I am a little bit behind, but I try to discuss all your comments if I can. Dallas and Rodrigo de Paul to start next season. Rodrigo on the bench. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, look, whoever does come in as an 8, we were after an 8. Maybe we don't need one now because we've seen the improvement in Stuart Dallas. I think he's got like 7 goals, 8 goals maybe. I think it might be 7. These Premier League strikers that have been playing their trade in this division for years that haven't got the amount of goals that he's got from midfield. And let's not forget, he's been playing left back as well for large parts. Easy Nacho. The bounce beats him. The bounce beats him. Tries to catch it on the volley, but the bounce beats him and it's way over. I thought that might have been an opportunity there. He gets ahead of Creswell. He's right to have a goal, but I think he just, the bounce beats him. He sliced it and it's gone up and over. Nalatuba on about the Aguero, I assume, saying it's all about the money. Mason Tootin says, do you think we can get into Europe? I've been saying it since the start of the season. Anyone who watches All Leeds TV will tell you that. If you don't know about All Leeds TV, if you are watching this, please go subscribe to the channel. I've been saying about Europe, and what are we now? Let's have a look at the standings. Let's just have a look. We're in 9th. We're 7 points off 5th. Right, I know top 4. We're not getting Champions League, are we? So Europe's like 7th. It could drop down to 8th based on winners, and if you have an All English final, etc. I think if City win the Carabao Cup, does that move another space down? Maybe, I'm not sure. But it could go to 8th. It could go to 8th, and that's that Europa League conference that started this season. But if it's that, what does it matter? First season back, and you're in the Europa League or Europa League Conference. So for me, it is a realistic possibility, guys, because we're in 9th now. So let's say it drops. Let's just do 7th. We're 4 points off 7th. 4 points. We've got 2 difficult games coming up, Liverpool and Manchester United. Let's say we don't pick any points up in them. 3 points from these next 3 games, a lot of fans would have took it. 4 would be an amazing return. We might end up getting 6, because we beat City. But what I'm saying is, after that, we have Burnley, we have West Brom, we have Southampton, we have Brighton, we have Spurs, right? Take Spurs out of that. We've taken a total of 27 points from a possible 30 against teams in the bottom half. There's only Brighton that beat us, and we were shocking that day, to be fair, and they got that 1 goal. And the pitch as well played a massive part in that. If you remember, that was when it was at its worst before we bought the pitch from Tottenham. So if we continue in that vein, we're going to win a lot of them remaining like 4 games. That's 12 points available for you there. I'm not saying we'll win them all, but we have a big chance. And then if we got a point against Tottenham, if we beat one of Liverpool or Man United, that's a very decent points return. So we are only, as I say, 4 points off 7th. 4 points. That's nothing. I don't think Tottenham will win today, so that'll remain 4 points. Do you know what I mean? Everton do have a couple of games in hand, but it's a realistic possibility, and why not dare to dream? We still have 7 games left to play for. 7 frees is what? 21. 21 points still available. So why can't we go for Europe, Mason? Yes, I've been saying it since day dot. And if you're beating the top of the league that are going to walk the league, that have only, we've not lost to Man City this season, full stop. We've beat them at their place and drew at our place. And we're arguably over the 2 games, we deserved it yesterday, and we were arguably the better side in the first game, bar an initial 30 minutes. That's a team that are on for the quadruple. That's a team that could make history. They made history this season with the amount of consecutive wins they were on. Obviously, Manchester United stopped it being an overall record, I think. I think that comes in Brazil, I'm almost sure. A team outside of Europe, anyway, that have done, I think they'd won like 28 consecutive games or whatever it was. But ultimately, we haven't lost to that side, do you know what I mean, over the 38 game over, a season. We've not lost to City. That's amazing, you know what I mean? So why can't we be considered to be up there? And what you've got to imagine, what you've got to remember as well is like, it's our first season back. It's only the second time that Pep Guardiola has lost to a newly promoted side. Chance for Ricardo Pereira. He's done well. Oh, it's challenged by Diop. It's out. Tielemans chasing it. Can he recycle it? He can't. It's going to be 4-0 into Bowen. Bowen brought down by Johnny Evans. It's going to be a free kick on halfway to West Ham. But yeah, like, why can't we be in with a realistic chance of Europe? We're already there, aren't we? I know I've been saying it all season. I know Mickey P. Kerr has as well. We've both been banging that drum. And it's on. It is on. Dale said Tarkowski in the Newcastle game was just as bad as Cooper's. I've not, to be honest, guys, I didn't actually see a lot of the game. I seen Newcastle had obviously picked up 3 points. I've been saying for quite a while now that the bottom three remains as it is. That's now 6 points that Fulham have to claw back, and Newcastle have a game in hand. Newcastle now, I believe, I mean, you might find Burnley could get drawn into it. They're only a point behind Burnley. Brighton as well are on 32. So we all thought it was Newcastle Fulham, but I just think Fulham aren't going to. They don't have enough now, do they? They're a game behind. They've got. I know they've got a lot of points to play for, but I just can't see them picking up wins. And I seen someone had said on Twitter, if you look at Fulham's fixtures as well, they've got Arsenal and Chelsea next. No wins. They've got to play Man United away, Southampton, Burnley at home. That could be a big game. And obviously the end of the season at home against Newcastle. But I think it's already going to be done by then. I remember speaking to the Fulham fans, Farrell, etc., from Fulhamish, and saying, like, the Leeds game, is it a must win? It's a team that you need to be looking at and saying, we should beat these kind of thing. And he was like, no, there's enough games for us to get wins. Obviously, they lose to Villa. They've lost to Wolves. And next up Chelsea and Arsenal and Newcastle. Newcastle are picking up results, even when they were so poor. And here's Jamie Vardy through. All Brighton running off him. He's tried to play him through, but it's well defended. It's going to be cleared. Oh, no. What have they done with it in there? Dennis Pratt. West Ham at 6s and 7s there, but they get lucky. Oh, Dennis Pratt, that's a good ball. Oh, unlucky. It is a good ball. They're missing Harvey Barnes, James Maddison also as well. Big losses for Leicester. Yeah, but I just think the bottom three stays as it is now. But I haven't seen that game. I don't know why I've just gone on to Newcastle Fulham, but yeah. But I've not seen Tarkowski's foul, mate, so I'll have to have a look. Nally Tubi said, studs up too much velocity, hit Jesus on the knee. It was a red for sure. Yeah. I know that's a Chelsea fan, but ultimately it is true. Like, we have to accept that they're going to slow things down, and people say, oh yeah, but Jesus got in the way, etc. And Cooper can't help it, but that's the whole point of it being reckless. He had no control of his leg. So yes, if he doesn't connect, it's not a foul, but if he does, then and guys, his studs and his boot hit his knee. His knee. If Jesus' leg was planted more, it could have snapped his leg, bro. I know that sounds extreme, but you get what I'm saying. So in that case, it is reckless, man. Thomas Hawker, someone said this to me on Twitter as well. He said, if we sell Rodrigo, that'd pay for Aguero's wages for a year. We ain't selling Rodrigo. I think, Leeds fans are not really sold on him, quite large sections of the fan base. And I appreciate that people flip-flop. People do go up and down with their opinions. I've done it. Costa, for example. And then you look at him yesterday, was absolutely exceptional. West Ham on the break here. Creswell, can he dig a ball out? He can't. It's a good block by Amarati, but it's going to be a corner to West Ham, and Creswell can deliver, and they have headers of the ball. So this is a dangerous situation for Leicester to be up against. Obviously, Souček, we know, can head of the ball. You've got Diop, Dawson, who both Dawson and Souček have scored against Leeds. So Leicester need to be wary of this scenario. But yeah, Rodrigo is a top-level operator. You don't play Champions League football. You don't play for Spain. You don't play in La Liga at the top level for a good club in Valencia if you ain't an elite-level player. It's just not happened for him this season. He's had injuries. He's had COVID. We all know it takes a while to adjust to Bielsa's system. Next season, we will see a much better Rodrigo. Dawson is on the end of it, but it's saved by Schmeichel. Yeah, we'll see a much better Rodrigo Moreno. Don't worry about that. And he'll be worth every penny that we paid for him. He's never been a massive goal scorer. But then again, I know Bamford's had an awesome season, but we're not... We share the goals about, man. We share the goals about. Iheanacho trying to send Vardy away. It's nipped in by Dawson. And Kufal goes forward into Bowen, but it's a good challenge by Fofana. Iheanacho now. It's fallen for Iheanacho. Can he whip a ball in? It's low. It's too far behind Vardy, and it's dealt with by Dawson, but they do recycle it. Here's Dennis Pratt. Can he pick out someone? It's gone square to Ndidi. Tielemans, who's an absolute baller. Great little ball into Ricardo Pereira. Can he knock it? Oh, he's got round. Masuaku, I think, is it playing at... No, it's not. Yeah, it is Masuaku. Sorry, my bad. Castagna into Pratt. Can he get a ball in? He can't. It's good defending by Souček. It's going to be a Leicester corner. So, yeah, forget about Aguero. It ain't happening. I mean, it might. And as I say, if it does, I'll get a tattoo. But it might not. Guys, remember to smash a like on the video. Thank you to everyone as well who got me to 1,000 subscribers. I thought, what better time to ask for subscribers than when Leeds United beat City? And we did it. You know, we got over that 1,000 mark. So thank you for that. Nali Tuba, Man City champions, to be only got a point from Leeds. Mad respect, my dude. This is what I'm saying. 1 point they've got up from us. 1 point. Thomas Gilbert says, big win for Leeds and West Ham to win 2-1. And I love all Leeds TV and one Leeds. Yeah, Connor, top guy as well, doing his bits on one Leeds. You've got all Leeds TV. You've got loads of Leeds United content creators, man. Oh, that's an error. An error by Ndidi. Bowen, can he send Lingard? Oh, it's too... Poor ball from Bowen in the end. Mistake by Ndidi. Nearly got West Ham away, but Bowen's ball into Lingard just was piss poor, basically. Not enough pace on it at all, and Leicester dealt with it. But, yeah, make sure you check out all Leeds content creators. They're all doing bits. There's loads of new, small, littler ones like this channel all popping up and that, which is lovely to see as well. Guys, we've nearly got 50 people watching, so continue to smash the like. And if you're new to the channel, please, you're on a free. Aguero and his agent are going to be looking for a sign-on fee. So you're going to have to factor this in as well. And if he's not after a sign-on fee, it's going to be factored into his wages. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's well out of it's well out of Leeds United's reach. Charlie Wilkinson, nice to see you, mate. It says Corey versus Locks today. I hope Corey wins so he keeps his smugness on before the whistle blows. Yeah, true. LUFC Fan Zone in the house. Make sure you check them out. They do our quiz. Make sure you check out their podcast. And, of course, their phone case is a special. Nice one for watching, lads. Alison and Marty Adams say, hi. If any of our potential signings are watching that game yesterday, how good does that favour us? Unreal. Yeah, you've just got to... Look, you've got Moussa Dembele at Barcelona. At Barcelona asking Ilya Melier to get shirts from Bamford and Phillips. Do you know what I mean? So already, like, we have... Because of the style of play, the coach, the mystique, everything that encompasses Leeds United, we already have players from all over the world taking a notice. You know, Rodrigo de Paul apparently is sold on Leeds. You've got Dembele at Barcelona saying to Melier, do me a favour, get my boy Bamford and Phillips a shirt. We're already there, man. Do you know what I mean? So, few more additions, attracting big names like that. Players are going to want to come to this football club. As if they didn't already, you know, because Leeds is a huge club in England, but you've now got teams or players, sorry, outside of England in Europe taking notice of what Leeds United are doing. You know, they'll have been watching that game yesterday. And like you say, if there's an option maybe for a loan for one of these top players or a transfer, you know, they're going to go, yeah, Bielsa and Leeds, I'm having a bit of that, 100%. Thomas Gilbert says top 5 next season, good sign next summer. I don't know what that means. I guess you're saying next. Top 5 next season, good sign next summer. Yeah. Mason Tooten said could drop to 9th. Who? Us? We're already in 9th. This is the thing, guys. What happens is I end up going off on a tangent and speaking about points and then going back to your comments and you're answering stuff from ages ago and I don't have a clue what it means. I'm really sorry. I should keep up with the live comments. Leeds 2020 is in the house. Thank you for joining us, mate. BZB22 FIFA says he thinks we need 60 points. If that's the case, let's just have a look. What are we on then? 45. So we'd need another 15. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 5 wins out of a possible. What are we on? 7. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Do you think we'll need 60? I don't know. Maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. If that is the case, I mean, someone double check. See what it was last season for us to get into Europe. Europa League places. What was Sheffield United's points return last season as well? I remember Phil Miles saying we weren't too far from that. I think we were only 2 wins maybe away from Sheffield United's points return last season. So, and Nelly Tubu says he thinks it's up to 7th only for the Europa places. Does that not change though, due to the conference? And let's say, for example, if you have an All English final in the Champions League or the Europa League, which is a big possibility. City could get there, Chelsea could get there, maybe not Liverpool. We'll have to wait and see. You've got the Europa League, which has got Man United in and Arsenal. Maybe we get an all-English final, and I swear if there's an all-English final, obviously one of them wins it, it also frees up another space. I might be wrong. Europa Conference League, well, obviously I prefer Europa League, I prefer Champions League, but I'm just trying to be realistic, although some Leeds fans will say to me, Europe's not realistic at all, but I've been saying it for a while, man, and now we're not too far away. It would be financially beneficial, yeah, and it'd help us to attract players, right? Vardy, Iheanacho's free. Why has he took a shot there on his left foot? Iheanacho was available. He could have then maybe played in Castagna or Pratt on the left-hand side. A little bit greedy from Jamie Vardy there. Wolves got Europa on 57 points. There you go, and we're on 45. So still, when you tell me about how many points are needed, it does feel a little bit far away. I prefer the thing of we're only 4 points behind 7th right now. But obviously they're better teams that are ahead of us. They're going to win more games, and we have to bridge that gap. I get it. I don't like it when you tell me how many points come the end of the season. I feel like it gets away. Hazard Kane says, we have to remember that Spurs, Everton, Villa all have to play each other still. I'm not too concerned about Villa, but I get what you're saying in terms of them taking points maybe from the likes of Everton, from the likes of Spurs. Spurs need a win today for me. For me today, Spurs against Man United is a must-win for Spurs for them to want top 4. Got to get top 4, aren't they? Chelsea obviously turned it on yesterday. They'd only scored 2 goals under Tuchel at that point. Not overall, but in each game. I actually said 2-0 every week because I was like, they just can't seem to score. However, they had a great result yesterday, putting 4 past Palace. I know Palace is Palace, but still, though, they played Sheffield United and only scored 2 in that game. So they're now starting to turn the screw a little bit. Maybe the 5-2 loss against West Brom made Tuchel open his eyes a little bit and not take teams that are lower down the division as easy as he might have done. Sean Parker says Wolves beat us as well. I think what's frustrating for me as well, when I think about where we are in the table, I think about some of the games. Look at the Arsenal game when it was 0-0. How did we not win that? The Wolves games where we lost, especially that first one where Strauch slipped and Jimenez and it took a wicked deflection off Calvin. You look back and you think, them little fine margins, fine margins. Especially in the Arsenal one when it was 0-0. How we didn't win that game is beyond me, So it's these little fine margins that if we turn them into wins, and that's when we get a better quality of player that enables us to do that on a regular basis. Do you know what I mean? Masuaku come inside to 4-0. 4-0, no one running ahead. It's pretty tight, isn't it? Pretty cagey, this game so far. 25 minutes in, not really any chance has been created. Lingard, great turn on indeed. Oh, that's a great ball into Craswell as well. He's done great there, Lingard. He picked someone out. Lingard's got a head on it. Just doesn't fall for them. Looks like there's been a head injury maybe. Might have to go out of play here. Yeah, ref stopping the game. LW says, we've drawn against Chelsea, we beat Fulham, beat Sheffield United, and then beat City with 10 men. We are going to Europe. Yeah, what a run of 4 games. What a run of 4 games, as you say, LW. You know, you couldn't have asked for anything more, could you? Especially when you consider, if we have a look, prior to the Chelsea game, we'd been beaten by Arsenal 4-2. Lost to Wolves 1-0. We got some respite. We beat Southampton 3-0. We then lost to Villa 1-0. We got beat by West Ham 2-0. And people were saying, oh, what about Fulham? They're picking up results. I wasn't concerned. I remember before that Southampton game when people were talking about relegation, we spoke to the Southampton fans, and the Southampton fans had lost at that point. I think they'd gone on a 10. They'd lost 10 out of 12, and even they weren't concerned about relegation. But we were above them in a better bit of form. And that was a stage where people were getting concerned. And then you think we've turned that round after West Ham, got a point against Chelsea, who were flying at the time. And then, like you say, beat Fulham, beat Sheffield United, and then to go to the best team in Europe on their own patch, go down to 10 men, rightly or wrongly, wherever you stand on that, to then win the game in the last minute 2-1. Wow. What a moment. It's up there, isn't it? It's up there. It's up there. You know, I don't think it's quite Pablo Hernandez at Swansea, but it's up there. This is the moments. Imagine if fans were there yesterday. Oh, me talking about that for years to come. Well done, Masuaku. Good ball in. No winner, but it's going to come to Kufal. Can he pick someone out? He's gone back to Lingard on the volley. Oh, he scored! What a goal by Jesse Lingard. That is some strike. There he is doing his dance moves. Kufal picked him out on the volley. Jesse Lingard makes it 1-0 to West Ham. Declan Rice up in the stands. What a goal that is. Fair play. Jesse Lingard's absolutely on fire. And that, oh, wow. Masuaku's done well as well to get round Ricardo. Cross beats everyone, but Kufal picks out Lingard on the edge, on the volley. That is a beauty. Schmeichel's just rooted to the spot. He just puts it right on Lingard's boot. Oh, he's curled it round Dennis Pratt as well. That's a goal. That is some goal, that, by Jesse Lingard. Fair play. Gets the dance moves out. I'd argue I don't mind the dance moves anymore now that he's not at Man United. I actually like Jesse Lingard as a player now that he's not at Man United. I know he's officially still their player, but you get what I'm saying. He's a baller. Jesse Lingard's a baller. What does that do? I mean, Leicester could be in trouble. I was saying for a while, you know, that Leicester were going to get that top 4, but Chelsea are only 2 points behind them now. If the game stays like this, West Ham are only a point behind them. It's a big challenge from Creswell. I think he's picked up a yellow card for that. 30 minutes in, though, guys. West Ham 1-0 up. Corey will be going absolutely mental. Great goal by Jesse Lingard. Let's have a look at some more of your comments. Cheers, Joe. What a game and a result yesterday. Thanks for watching as well again, Michael Cher. I still don't know your last name, so I'm still going with Michael Cher. What would be your dream summer, Joe? To go on holiday? No, I guess you're asking about Leeds. I don't know, mate. I don't know. Do you know, like all these TV, they do the transfer show with Phil and Oscar, which is a great show. When they become Leeds players, like we did a transfer daily and that, it's not really my bag. You know, the way that people look at players now, it's all analytical and all data driven, and it's not my bag, man. I just say what I see. Do you know what I mean? I'm not really into that. That's why I leave it to Phil and Oscar. They're great at that. They've got a show tonight, actually, so make sure you watch that. Lingard chasing down Kasper Schmeichel. He's put his foot through it. He's had to go for a throw. Good pressing by Lingard. Didn't give it up. Just a bit of a chip over. Indeed, he tries. That's twice. Indeed, he's played a poor pass back now in this game. Not having a good game at all. So yeah, I don't know, mate. I think we need a left back. We need another midfielder. Do we get cover for Paddy? Do we get another winger, perhaps? You know, to come in on the left, maybe. You know, Costa's a right winger. Paveda's a right winger. Rafinha's a right winger. So do we use Jack? I don't think Jack would be bad at left back. Jack Harrison over time, I don't think he'd be a bad left back, if I'm being totally honest. If we brought in someone at Rafinha's level to play on the left wing, I'd be happy with Jack going in at left back. I know he's never played there, but you know he could do a job there. In some games, he does play there alongside Alioski. Do you know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting in it. I think maybe Kiko goes this summer as well, so we bring in a keeper. That'll be another interesting one as well, because do we bring in experience? Do we go for another young keeper? I'm not so sure. But we'll have to wait and see. Helen Walker says, after you were proved right yesterday, I'm with you on this, Joe. I'm assuming Helen's referring to the European charge. Charlie says, I thought Fulham could have overtaken Newcastle, but they probably bottled it. It's a long way to go now, isn't it? It's a long way to go. 6 points. There's still more than, there's quite a lot more than 6 points to play for, but and let's not forget, Newcastle have a game in hand as well. I don't know who that game in hand is against, but they've got a game in hand. So if they pick up a point on that or a win, it's huge. So yeah, I think the bottom three stays as it is. Charlie from Chatting Footy Shares says, congrats on 1K subs, well deserved. Thank you, Charlie. Charlie will be joining us on All Leeds TV tomorrow for Monday Night Football. We'll have both him and Lucy joining us. They'll go through their 1 to 5, and we'll also be talking more in depth about that City versus Leeds result on Saturday lunchtime yesterday. Europa Conference League or Europa League? Obviously, I prefer Europa League, Ethan. But I don't know. I don't think maybe. Look, I'll take any. So what's Europa Conference? So Europa Conference is a new one that starts this year. To give lesser nations. I think there's less teams going to the Europa League. Some go into the Europa Conference. They've just mixed it up a little bit. I think it's like back in the day when you had like the Fairs Cup, the Intertoto Cup, all these sort of stuffs. But it's now the Europa Conference League, I believe. I've not done a load of research on it, to be fair, but it starts next year, I believe. Paulo Costas, any news on how long Rodrigo's out for? No, I don't know, mate, to be honest. Charlie agrees that Cooper was a red. Yeah, Charlie makes a great point. What would people be saying if it was on RAF? That's a good point. That is a good point. Leeds 2010, he says, congrats on 1K. Thank you, guys. If you are new to the channel as well, please smash a like on the stream. Like the video as well. Let's see if we can get as many people in here as possible. Because likes equals views equals subs. You're the OGs, you help the channel grow, you know what we're talking about, right? Sean Rules 877 says Rodrigo was getting into his strides before getting that injury at Leicester. He was linking up with Raf brilliantly. Agreed, mate. He used to pick it up in the centre of the park, drop his shoulder, away we go. He is Leicester. Vardy, not seen much of it. Into Dennis Pratt. Can he fashion a chance? It's gone back to Vardy. Is he going to try curl one in for Iheanacho? He's not. It's gone back to Tielemans. Baller. Mark Noble's fouled him. And it's going to be a free kick for Leicester. Alison Amati added and say Rodrigo will come good. Yeah. After a full pre-season, he's had COVID to recover as well. You make a great point. Max A says, if we get DePaul and Parade, and if Rodrigo can stay fit and perform well, what happens to King Dallas? Well, this is the thing, Max, right? Whoever comes in, they're going to have to get past Dallas. Chance, Johnny Evans, no. This is what I'm saying. However Leeds end the season, you can almost be certain that we'll start the season with the same 11 that ended it. Do you know what I mean? So I think we'll start with the same 11 that ended it. So whoever does come in, They'll spend time in the under-23s. They'll have to be patient. We've seen that. We've seen that at Leeds United. Whoever comes in, they have to be patient. They have to wait for their chance. And when they get their chance, they have to take their chance. So Dallas will start next season in this 11. But it's up to them new signings to come and unearth it, because we love Dallas, man. He can't do any wrong. But, you know, if you do want to go to that next level, then you do have to have better competition across the full squad. This is what we've got to remember as well, is that yesterday's bench is threadbare, really. No Rodrigo. Pablo we haven't seen anything of him, so we can't be expecting him to come on and affect games. Joel Geldart, we've not seen anything of in the first team squad. Cork and Strauch we know about, but we're talking about attacking options. We're limited, so at least when we get more players in, that's taken away. Then, you know, I've seen this as well. I did see the guy on Twitter that said if he gets 1,000 likes, he'll get Dallas's tattoo. He's had over like 3,000, I think. Dallas has also replied to him, so great to see. I was even considering it yesterday. I might get him on my calf, but I was like, I don't need no likes for that. I'll just get it. Ball in. Ndidi might as well have cleared it. Have it kind of ahead of that. Smash that like button. Mason, I'm not sure when the next quiz is, mate. He'll have to drop. Oscar, here's a chance. Koufal, can he pick out Fornells? He's gone back to Lingard. They should score there, West Ham. They've got to score there. It's such a chance. It's such a chance for Fana now on the counter. Koufal's just made the wrong decision. Maybe he should have played in Fornells earlier. He just overthought it. He didn't know what to do with it. He's ended up trying to give it Lingard, and Lingard was, you know, challenged, and it was poor. Look at this break here. Jared Bowen. Lingard. He looks like he's on as well. Ricardo's playing him on side. So you've got Koufal. Now the ball to Fornells, but no, he waits for Lingard to come back, and indeed he makes an interception. For me, West Ham should be 2 up. They should have taken an opportunity from that, 100%. At least got a goal-scoring opportunity anyway. Wayne Fairburn says, hello at Just Your Football Show. Wyatt Fairburn, thank you for watching, mate. If you're new to the channel, I've not seen your name before, please smash a like on the stream. Please subscribe as well, man. It's free to do so. Yous are the OGs. We're in our infancy. We're in that smaller stage. We want to grow. Use, man, come along for the ride. So please join the channel if you haven't already, mate. Smash a like on that. Ollie on tour says afternoon and congrats on 1K. Thank you very much, Ollie. We did it, baby. We did it. Harate E says Forshaw played 60 minutes. Yeah. It was actually for the under-23s against York in a behind closed doors friendly. So yeah, that's amazing. I wonder if they've just put that friendly on for Forshaw. But yeah, he played 60 minutes, so it could have been 50, I'm not sure. But that's great to hear, isn't it? That's great to hear. I don't think we'll see him this season, but do you know what it is? Forshaw, Vardy chance. No, Diop header. Headed out by Koufal, who's underneath it. Fornells, Bowen, Nobles. That's a lovely ball to Lingard. Can he get it under? Can he get round Amarati? Lingard running at him. Go on. Few little step overs, jinkies. Koufal wants it down the right hand side. Noble's probably going to try pick him out. Instead, he's gone back to Diop. Now it'll go to Koufal. Leicester back in shape now. Yeah, so Forshaw's technically, he's more suited to the Premier League than he is the Championship. And he'd be a great addition. It's just if he can stay fit, innit? It's just if he can stay fit. Mason says Europe could go to 9th. Is that true? Sim. Here we go. Sim Lincoln says, you are delusional. No big player wants to play for Leeds. Up the Arsenal. We get the big names. Okay. Sim, if you're still watching, please subscribe to the channel as well, brother. But tell me which big names, right? So, look how much you paid for Nicola Pepe. Yeah? Look how much you paid. 70 million for Nicola Pepe. We paid 17 million for Rafinha. Who's better? Who was a bigger name prior to this? Probably Nicola Pepe. That's why you've been, absolutely had your pants down and paid 70 million for him. But our technical director is better than Edu. He's better than Arteta, our manager. They know what they're doing, and they've gone and picked someone up for 17 million that's 10 times better than Nicola Pepe. So say what you want, brother. Say what you want. Oli on tour says, if Arsenal have all the big names, why are you 11th? I know, you're not even... Come on, bro. Talk to me, Sim, when you're going to finish ahead of us in the table, mate. Yeah? Talk to us, yeah? Gamer Guy Ethan just letting us know that Wolves got Europa League in 18-19 with 57 points. That's good. Ollie thinks we'll sign DePaul. Stuart Nick says Europa was a disaster for Wolves. Is our squad ready? I don't buy into all that. I know people used to say it to me all the time and get quite aggressive in the comments, like with, we're not ready. But live in the moment, man. Do you know what I mean? What's the point? Like, I don't get all that. We need to be ready. We need to have a bigger squad. Just live in the moment, man. Enjoy it for what it is. Enjoy it for what it is. I don't want to be waiting because it might not come around again. Do you know what I mean? It's like look at Sheffield United, yeah? They missed out. If lockdown doesn't happen, Sheffield United probably get Europa League football. They're going down anyway this season. They might have gone down with Europa League, but they'd have got more money and been in Europe. You ask Hal what they'd have said. Do you see what I'm saying, though? Do you know what I mean? I don't buy into all this. But you're entitled to your opinion. I'm not, disputing that for you. And I know you're just making an observation about what happened to Wolves. But it's Europe, man. Bielsa's style in Europe as well would do bits, man. Yeah. Europe, man. Just live for the moment. Ogden Eduardo, good signing next season. Is this the guy who was at Celtic or was at Celtic? I don't know if he's still there. Chance, West Ham. Bowen to Lingard. Lingard makes it 2. Are they onside? I don't know what yet. They're onside. I need to dial that back. But Jesse Lingard has 2. Jesse Lingard has 2 goals. Jared Bowen with the assist. Oh, Lingard's on fire. Let's have a look at this. It's Route 1, Diop. Bowen might be offside, guys. Bowen might be offside. If he's not, he's sprung the trap. Schmeichel comes out. It's an easy cutback. Squares it into Lingard. It's Fofana who gets beat. He actually stops Fofana. I think he doesn't know Bowen's there, which is poor defending. They're having a look at it now. Oh, I think Johnny Evans's boot is playing him onside here. I hate this line stuff. I hate VAR. Oh, it just ruins it, doesn't it? What we're saying, what a result this is. He's onside. He's onside. Jared Bowen, Route 1 stuff. Diop with the ball over the top. Beats Fofana. Square into Jesse Lingard. And West Ham United are 2-0 up at home against Leicester City. Brendan Rodgers and Leicester City doing that thing again. Brendan Rodgers is crumbling. And West Ham just keep going from strength to strength. Crazy. Only now, guys, if it stays like this, as I say, a point behind Leicester. Chelsea only 2 points behind Leicester. Leicester could be in danger of dropping out of the top 4. I didn't think that was going to happen, I did not think that was going to happen. But that is 2-0 to West Ham. Look, the thing is with West Ham, they score goals. We've seen that. They scored 3 against Arsenal. They scored 3 against Wolves. But what happened? Arsenal scored 3. It was 3-3. Wolves almost got back into it, 3-2. We know Leicester are good. We know they can score late goals. So this game is far from over. But as we go into half-time at West Ham lead 2-0 against Leicester City in this vital top 4 clash. What a turn-up for the Bucks. Owen says, how much do you think we'll spend in the summer? I'm thinking around about what we spent this, 100 million. We've got it. That's just normal though now, isn't it? That's what I mean. if you look at the money that's spent, that's actually a normal window. Isn't it? 100 million in the Premier League, that's like a normal window. Look, when Villa came up, they spent 110, no, 140, Fulham 110. So we've done 100, do you know what I mean? So it's not out of the realms of possibility that we'll do the same again. The same again. Dale just chatting about the 10 extra points putting us fourth. I assume, look how far behind I am with these comments, guys, but keep getting them in because we will get to them. We will get to them. Brendan Rodgers looking sullen there. He's crumbling again. What's Leicester's form like? Let's just have a look at their results. So they're actually in a decent run of form in the Premier League. 5-0 against Sheffield United, 2-1 against Brighton, drew against Burnley, lost against Arsenal, but they're actually in decent form. You could say, but this is a huge game, isn't it, in the chase for top four? And it really solidifies West Ham a little bit, you know, with only a point. It could be Leicester that could be dropping out and not West Ham. The teams that Chelsea, Tottenham, etc. are chasing down. Liverpool's still in with the shout after getting 3 points against Villa, you know, so far from over. Nally Tuber says Europe is so tiresome if a team doesn't have a deep squad. Case example, Burnley. Yeah, I don't think Burnley actually got through to the proper stages, did they? JB17 says, was listening to you on TalkSport last night. Some of those other Leeds callers were chatting absolute waffle. It wasn't good, was it? I did all right, though, didn't I? I thought I did it. I had a little dig at Gabby at the end as well, which he took pretty well. Yeah, I was on TalkSport. Mate, they contact me all the time. It is what it is. If you could keep, let's have a look. If you could keep one, would it be Rads and his team or Bielsa? Bielsa all day. He's God. He's God to me. He's good. He's good. Charlie says, we've now, guys, which was on 30 minutes, so we're on about 15 minutes ago, we finally got to you guys getting to the goal. So it shows how far behind I am in terms of the comments. Guys, there's 60 people watching. Huge. Thank you very much. Small channel. That's great. Please smash a like on the stream. If you're new as well, please subscribe to the channel. Stick around. We'll be finishing this game another 45 minutes after this little break, and then we'll be back into Manchester United versus Tottenham. Which again, that's another one. This is a big game, man. Chase for solidifying that top four. Chase for the top four. Tottenham need a win. If they're to climb into that top four spots, you know, against Man United. Which for me, Man United's win against Brighton last week sort of keeps them in. They're sound. They're up there. I don't think we're concerned about them dropping out, but it's a big game, innit? Massive, massive game. Great finish. Loads of praise for Jesse Lingard's finish. It was a great goal. It was a great goal. Mason Tooton says he just needs it to be 1-1 or 2-1 West Ham now for 125 quid. Good luck, my man. Leeds 2020. Hopefully you told Gabby straight. I had a little dig, but I didn't get in about what position he was in and all that sort of stuff. Was Cooper's red card our first of the season? Yeah, the actual last red card was against QPR in the Championship, Calvin Phillips. Frankie Pashby says, Bruno Fernandes is going to Leeds this summer. I've heard rumours. That's a load of tosh, and you know it is. I'd be more concerned about Rafinha going the other way because his best mates were Bruno, isn't he? Or they're very good mates from the time at Sporting anyway. JB on about the summer says a left back, a CDM cover for Phillips, Sumeri, possibly, an attacking midfielder and a backup striker. Yeah, that would be good. Nally Tuba saying Leicester are on to bottle another top four spot. Yeah, exactly. Looking that way. Congrats on the 1K. Jack Harrison has to be our first summer signing. Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think that's already signed, sealed, delivered, isn't it, guys? So that's good. Thomas Brennan says, I would love you to do a collab with Connor. Always thought you were good together. Yeah, we were. We were good together. I was gutted when he went. We will do something, man. We talk regularly. It is in the pipeline. We just want to make sure it's something that's good, man. So don't worry. Me and Connor will do something. Michael Brown. Joe, to replace Alioski, you need to replace him with someone who has the running energy that Alioski has in abundance, but has more technical ability and defensive ability than Alioski. Yeah, that's perfect. You bang on the money, Michael Brown. That's what Victor Orta's for, buddy. That's what Victor Orta's for. Frankie, what about Aguero? Would be a good signing. Yeah, mate, it's not happening. Frankie Pashby, it's not happening, guys. Keep smashing the like as well, guys. We're almost up to 70 people. Please make that happen. But that's not happening, mate. So don't worry about that. What do you think of Loftus-Cheek? I really rate Loftus-Cheek. Whether or not it'd be ideal for Leeds, I don't know. I think he's still on the books at Chelsea. So, you know, he'll go back there. I do think he's a great player as well, to be fair. Lots of stick in the comments for the Arsenal fan. Mind the gap, mind the gap, mind the gap. Even the Chelsea fans having a dig. They are irrelevant. They are bad, aren't they? They are bad. They are so bad. Max here said, has the stream quality dropped? I hope not. Is the stream all right, guys? Let me know in the comments. Although I'm 15 minutes behind you in the comments, so when I get to them, I won't know or not. But yeah, just let me know. I just don't want to miss your comments, guys. Let's have a look. Doesn't the Eurospots depend on how many trophies City pick up? Again, yeah, exactly. Andy Harrison, who's a good friend of mine, Manchester United fan, says Lingard added millions. Yeah, he's doing well, and he's definitely put himself in the shop window. That's for sure. Jake Brayshaw says, as if Moyes is fourth in the Premier League with West Ham. It's crazy, isn't it? Crazy. Simon Tilbury said, would West Ham trade Rice for G? No, not a chance. Rice's ceilings way more than Jesse. What they like in terms of age, I know Declan Rice is still really young, right? Let's have a look and see. If we go to the squad, I'm going to tell you now. Right, so you've got Declan Rice is 22. Jesse is 28. Do you know what I mean? There's 6 years between them. I think Man United will take 30 million or something for Jesse. Declan Rice, you're looking upwards of 50. So nah, that's not a good deal. I didn't know there were that much difference in age. I knew Jesse was older, but I didn't realise they were 6 years. I think Declan has just gone to has just turned 22 as well. So yeah, as I was just right, yeah, I was just having a look there. So quite surprised at that. There was actually 6 years difference. They're looking at this offside. It's always about VAR now, isn't it? It's always about VAR at half time. It's shit. Sean rules with the stats. Thank you for the stats, Sean O'Boy says Leicester have only lost one game away this season before today. See, this is what I'm saying. It's not over, though, is it? It's not over because we've already seen with West Ham in the last two fixtures they've played. If we have a look, Arsenal, they were 3-0 up after 32 minutes. It then ends up 3-3. Look at Jesse Lingard's numbers. Since Lingard's West Ham debut, he's got the most goals, 8. He's got the most assists, 3. Actually, Antonio's got 4, but since he started, he's actually top of that for goals and assists. What a buy for West Ham. What a buy. And then even against Wolves, they were 3-up. 3-up against Wolves, and then then Wolves get one. But to be fair, one thing is both of them goals came just before half time. So when they were 3-0 up against Wolves, Wolves get one just before half time. 3-0 up against Arsenal, Souček scores an own goal just before half time. They've got into half time now, 2-0 up. So that's maybe a confidence thing. They're not having to go into the changing rooms, having been, elated. Oh no, we've conceded a late goal. Oh, It's changed now, isn't it? It's changed. So that might have a bearing on it, guys. They've gone in 2-0 up. You've got to fancy them from this point, but you just never know with West Ham just because of what's been happening in recent games. Charlie says the Man United versus Spurs game is going to be pretty boring, possibly. But you'd have said that in the reverse fixture. And if you remember rightly, Tottenham dicked them. 6-1. So you never know. Connor won't collab. He's still not over the weakest link. Yeah. No, listen, Lou boy. Me and Connor are in talks. I'm just asking for the right fee. Lewis, if you're free, mate, drop me a WhatsApp. If you're still watching, you can come on over. Claudio says, might be wrong, but Europa League places stop at 7th. It's changed, though, bro, because of this Europa Conference. I might be wrong, Claudio. I might be wrong. Do some research for me, bro. Do me a solid. But I think, I don't know who said it, but if City win, like, the Carabao Cup, and also then if there's a joint English final in either of the European finals, I swear it drops down one. I mean, it still might be out of our reach, but even still, 7th, 8th, potato, we'll end up 4th, man. Ryan Clark, nice to see you back, brother. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already and like the stream. See you soon in the Premier League from a Barnsley fan and miss Leeds United's best days. I don't mind Barnsley. I don't mind Sheffield United. I just don't like Huddersfield. Don't like Bradford City. Don't like Sheff Wednesday. But Barnsley and Sheffield United, I don't mind. So I'd like to see them because it's nice to have Yorkshire teams in the Prem. I remember back in the day when I was younger, you had Bradford City, you had Barnsley, you had Leeds, you had Sheffield United, you had Sheff Wednesday. It was Yorkshire, man. But, yeah. The thing is, though, do you know what it feels like being a Leeds fan in Yorkshire? It's like being English in the United Kingdom. England in the United Kingdom, we don't mind Scotland doing well. We don't mind Wales doing well. We don't mind Ireland doing well. All them other nations can't stand England doing well. And that's what Leeds are like in Yorkshire, because we're the top dogs, because we're the boyos. So obviously all the rest of the teams in Yorkshire can't stand Leeds, but I'm not too fussed. I don't like Sheff Wednesday, though. And I don't like, I mean, Huddersfield are just tin pot, aren't they? When they got to Premier League, I remember they did a fan zone. It looked like Beirut. It looked like Beirut. Man. Parts of Halifax, when I go back, look like Beirut. And that was supposed to be their fan zone. Hey, God. Michael Brown says, Joe, have you signed up Hal on the channel? No, man, he's just playing with you. He's playing with you. But Hal was brilliant, man. Hal's so funny. Although Hal, I don't think wants to do before the whistle blows because it's about Premier League and he's not Premier League. And I understand it because he's like, I'm not Premier League. Why? But maybe I'll have him on here, like as a championship section once a week. Come in, tell me the uppers and downers in the championship, and we can just have a laugh because he's brilliant. He makes me laugh. He's a top guy. Charlie said he'd love Barnsley. Come on, well, let's just have a little dash around the championship because I know you beat Borough yesterday, I think. Obviously, I live in the northeast, so I've seen a few of my mates whinging about it. 2-0 it was, wasn't it? Let's just have a look at the standings. Alex Mowat got player at month as well, didn't he? Leeds as Alex Mowat. So you're into 5th. So only 5 games left as well. And Reading have got what? I know Reading got beat yesterday, didn't they, by Watford or Norwich? Can't remember. Might not have been any. So they're 5 points behind you now. You're looking good, man. You're looking good. Who did Reading beat? It was a big game, wasn't it? In terms of the championship. I think it might have been Friday night, was it? Let's have a look. I know I've seen it. Yeah, Watford. They got beat by Watford. So Norwich and Watford are joining us, aren't they? I'd love Barnsley to come up from the rest of the teams in there. Maybe Swansea might. Cooper's a decent manager. You got Brentford. I think Brentford could do all right in the Premier. I think Norwich will do all right this time as well. A bit like that Burnley thing. Remember when Burnley went down under Dyche, she brought them straight back up. That's the thing with Sheffield United. I'm concerned about Sheffield United just going even further down, if I'm being totally honest. I'm a little bit concerned about that. But Norwich, they've gone up, they've gone down, kept the same manager, kept the same players. Up we go again. You know what I mean? Guys, we're on 75 live viewers, which is huge. Thank you for watching the stream. Smash a like. Let's see if we can get it up to 80. I've not have 100 yet. That'd be crazy. We're not too far away. As you always know with all these TV, if you get the likes, we always start our streams at about 300-400 people. By the end, we're on 1,000. Do you know what I mean? It just takes likes. So please continue to do that. Share it if you can. And let's see if we can get over 100 live viewers. But we will be restarting this game soon. West Ham versus Leicester. How did anyone get on in the National anyway? I doubled my money. I put a tenner on each race when there's a big meeting on. I doubled my money, ended up with 140, but I didn't actually win the national itself. But how did anyone get it? Did anyone pick up the winner? David Moyes is in the house. Look, where is the Champions League music at? I know we normally play that stuff, David Moyes, on All Leeds TV when we're winning games. You rightly so, Mr. Moyes, deserve it. You deserve it, my friend. David Moyes is in the house. Jake Brayshaw says, is Billy feeling better? Yeah, he was better anyway, bro. He just eats too much. He literally eats everything. As you know, because he was sick and then he's sick. Just dogs, aren't they? Dogs are mad, aren't they? Dogs are mad. What's that there? Oh, I've skipped a load of comments there. Yeah. Nally Tuber says, David Moyes, like you're supposed to be doing your half-time team talk. Yeah, he should be, doesn't he? He should be. It's too easy for them, though. 2-0 up. 2-0 up, sitting pretty. Warnock conceded to a direct corner. Claudio saying Swansea fans don't actually like Cooper. I don't know that, mate. I mean, what can they complain about, though, bro? The fourth? They need to check themselves. Chatting Footy Show says Leeds Twitter yesterday was a thing of beauty. Guys, we've hit over 80. We've got over 80. We're on 83. We're on 83. Max A says, would you take Elise at Leeds? Listen, as I've said to you, in terms of players outside of Leeds, etc., I'm not going to sit here from watching Premier League. If I watch them regularly, I can understand a good player, but there's numbers, all this sort of stuff. But I do know that these guys that love Elise, my man Josh Hobbs, he works for the Scouts or some, I don't know. He works, yeah, he's good. He knows his stuff, basically. And he's a massive, massive fan of Elise. So yeah. Owen C says, manager of the season so far. David Moyes has got to be up there. Bielsa for his impact. But David Moyes has got to be up there, hasn't he? Let's be honest. He took a team that even the fans thought they were getting relegated. They're in the Champions League spaces with 6 games left to go. You know, Bielsa for me is obviously he's a legend and he'll be up there, but he's not going to get it, is he? Because we've took some hammerings and stuff at times, but he should be get a lot of praise, and rightly so. But I think it probably will go to David Moyes. If they stay, imagine it. Come on, if West Ham get top 4, you can't begrudge it going to David Moyes, because even their own fans and me included probably thought they'd be bottom half, fighting relegation to the last day of the season. And they're going to be fighting for Champions League for the last game of the season, which is absolutely insane. Yeah, I agree with Charlie. Leeds Twitter was beautiful yesterday, but I'm so tired because of it. Because I literally sit there and find something new. Oh, who's created this video? That's brilliant. Oh, let's have a look at this. Oh, what's that fans saying? Because the best thing is Leeds United fans, whenever there's a win, they're the best for finding them old tweets that people said would be relegated. People have said this would happen. People said that would happen. Yeah, it's just brilliant. It's a thing of beauty. It's a thing of beauty. Yeah, Owen says, actually, they've been on a poor run. I think maybe if they were close to automatic and then maybe lost. I think I remember rightly, my friend Paul, he's actually a Swansea fan, and I can't remember him saying anything bad to me about Cooper, but I know he did say to me, all our automatic chances are gone now. Let's just have a look at some of the results and we'll be able to see. Yeah, right, okay. So they lost 4 on the bounce. They got beat by Bournemouth 3-0, lost to Cardiff, which will never go down well. Got beat by Birmingham and got beat by Preston 1-0. So they lost 4 on the bounce. But now Watford, as we know, Watford are 10 points. 10 points ahead of them. So they were obviously within with a chance of that top 2 spots, and they've lost 4 on the bounce. Sounds like doing a Leeds, that, doesn't it? Brings back horrible memories of Bielsa's first season, to be fair, that sort of stuff. But that'll be why. So that makes sense. Oh, Souček into Bowen. It's 3. West Ham 3-0 up. We've played literally 2 minutes and 22 seconds, and West Ham are 3-0 up. Souček in the box to Bowen, and Bowen wasn't going to miss from there. Declan Rice going nuts in the stands. Look, why is Declan Rice going to want to move on? They're going to get Champions League. It's poor from, I think, is it Pratt? No. Oh, he's lost it as well. Amarati's lost it. Lingard involved again with a pre-assist. Amarati tackled by Masuaku. Lingard, little cut back into Souček. Oh, Fofana tries to slide in, last-ditch kind of stuff, but Bowen's already put it in. He puts it actually through his legs. Schmeichel, no chance. West Ham 3-0 up. 48 minutes played. 8th Premier League goal this season for Jarrod Bowen. I love to see it because I love to see Championship players now being given an opportunity. There is some great players down there. We've seen Ben Rama make the switch. You know, we know he's at West Ham. We haven't seen a lot of him. It'll probably be his defensive capabilities because, you know, he's a bit of a big-time Charlie, and that's why he probably wouldn't have been good for Leeds either, to be fair. But he's made the switch. We've seen Eze come up and do bits at Crystal Palace. I know Crystal Palace ain't great, but when he's on it, he's on it. Jarrod Bowen coming up. That's a lot of goal return for a player, you know, from the Championship, you know. You've got Ollie Watkins, right, wrongly in my opinion, but he's got an England call-up and he's scored at England. So, you know, he scored yesterday as well. So I love to see Championship players being given that opportunity because there's a long time that people just slept on it, didn't bother, you know, and now they're doing it. Rodrigo Grimstoff says, where was Rodrigo yesterday? He was injured, mate. He's picked up a slight knock. Charlie Wilkinson agrees that Moyes for manager of the season. And Dicko says, when you're back on Day Trippers, I think it's going to be this Friday, mate. I think it's going to be this Friday with us playing Liverpool. I think it's going to be this Friday, brother. So if you're watching Ant and you're from Day Trippers, it'll be this Friday, mate. So thank you. And please subscribe to the channel as well. It's nice to see you coming over from the Day Trippers. LFC Day Trippers is a great channel, guys. So make sure you watch them. They're a great bunch of lads. I thought for a period of time that I was like just in that little fold. I was in that little fold, you know. I am a day tripper. Nah, but they're top quality guys, honestly. Salt of the earth. So make sure you check them out. To be fair, I think Moyes has done a bit special. He has, mate, and he has, to be fair. You've got to say that Creswell's down on the deck at the minute. It should be Moyes, but I reckon Dean Smith won't get it. Surely not. What for? He won't, man. They're 10th. They're below us. If Dean Smith gets it, Bielsa should get it. Dean Smith, yeah, look, Villa were good at the start of the season, but ultimately they're 10th. They're a one-man team. Aston Villa are the epitome of a one-man team. They've been shite since Grealish has come out. I think they've only won. Apart from Fulham, they've only won one other game, and unfortunately it was against us. But, yeah, he's no good. He's no good, man. He's no good. I don't rate him at all, to be fair. Another Yorkshire side. Come on, you. Chelsea FC. They're not Yorkshire. What are you on about, Ryan? Have you fallen banged yet, son? Are you all right? Chance. Castagna in. Off Ricardo. Oh, West Ham. Sitting pretty out there. Oh, Creswell's hit the deck. Looks like Creswell's going to have to come off. He's a big loss. Big loss for West Ham. Some of his assists this season, his delivery from set pieces has been key. Mason Tootin says his bet's gone with the third goal for West Ham. Jesse Lingard about to take some steroids, it looks like. Maybe taking some painkillers. I don't know what he's taking. Rice would go to Man United if there was a trade deal. They're not going to be a trade deal. Max here says Corey is going to be a knob. He's not a knob, man. Never. Claudio says, from the Premier League website, the maximum number of English teams in UEFA competitions is 7. Is that it then? So it can't go to 8. You just crushed my teams, Claudio. You've just crushed my dreams. Balbuena on for Creswell. Always doing that is Claudio, coming in and just crushing my dreams. It's all right, mate, because when we're back in the ground, son, when we're back in the ground. I actually sit near Claudio. He's a good lad. Gilmore to Leeds. Billy Gilmore on loan, possibly. I'd take that, mate. Owen says, Villa are a one-man team. Remember, guys, keep smashing the like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Everybody loves Leeds, says Arsenal for life. Nice to see you back, mate. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are already. It's free to do so. Everybody loves Leeds. We had an Arsenal fan earlier on Arsenal for life who said that we were rubbish and shouldn't have any big players because Arsenal are better. I mean, you might agree with that. Arsenal are better, bit. Of course you're an Arsenal fan. But it's nice to see that you love us. Lingard into Masuaku. It's 4. It's 4. Oh, it's Diop. It's Diop. That's not offside. It didn't look like it to me. That's 4-0 West Ham. He's not offside, ref. He didn't look offside. Lingard. Little dink. Johnny Evans possibly playing him on again. Johnny Evans playing him on again. It's going to go to VAR. Oh, he might. No, Johnny Evans maybe? No, he's off, isn't he? He is off. I never know what these lines are fucking doing, man, if I'm being totally honest. I don't know what means what. I don't know what you guys think. Brutal, innit? Possible offside. It looks like it's offside then, doesn't it? No goal, I think. Goal kick. Oh, that'd have been amazing, wouldn't it? Offside. He was offside. Diop was offside. It was a lovely little dink from Lingard. That'd have been 2 goals and an assist, man. The guy is on fire. It's all good, though, for England. It's all good for England. Villa are a one-man team. Leicester are overrated. I'm not sure I agree with that. Yeah, we're a great side. However, Brendan Rodgers loves a crumble, doesn't he? Brendan Rodgers loves a crumble. Arsenal for life says Bielsa or Moyes should get it. Listen, I think Moyes will get it. And Dico says us against them Monday. I'm gutted that it's Monday. I'm gutted that we've got to wait till Monday for Liverpool Leeds. But yeah, it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a great game. Ryan Clark says we're coming for the London boys. That's what you meant. Yorkshire, we're coming for the London boys. I get it. Nally Tuba says Villa with no Watkins and Grealish would be 11th. Is that it? Oh, you meaning goal, actual facts, actual goal contributions? Because for me, if you take them out of their side full stop, they're getting relegated. But I guess you're taking out their goals or something. Great win yesterday, says Tim Smith. Yeah, nice to see you, bro. Nice to see you here. Favourite non-Leeds player in the Prem? Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. That's another thing I heard when I was on TalkSport yesterday. A Leeds fan said Phil Foden was overrated and he wasn't good. Crazy. Must have banged his head. He did also say that we need to get rid of Dallas and Ayling, which proves that he did bang his head. Leicester with a chance, but it's dealt with by Masuaku. Masuaku's had a good game. Lingard, obviously, man of match, being sick. A little poor ball to Noble, though, and Tielemans is in. Flash it across goal. He has done. Could be a penalty, that. Nah, it's not going to be given, though, is it? They might have a look at it. But yeah, it's going to be Kevin De Bruyne. It's got to be on it. Did you see Jota's offside? Shambles? Yeah, I think look, that's what happens, innit? Shambles, mate. You know, it started with us, Crystal Palace, where Paddy Bamford pointed to where it was. There was the Wolves on Friday night. William Jose was chalked off. It's just stupid. But the thing is, VAR isn't the problem. People need to... It's not VAR. It's the numpties that are controlling it. It's the rules that the numpties put in place. VAR's not the problem. We just need people to come out with some stringent, strict rules and follow it and not leave... Because it's humans controlling the computer, you might as well just remove VAR because you're still putting it down to a human decision. This is what I don't understand. You know what I mean? It's stupid. I think Arsene Wenger, John, before the whistle blows, he's on about coming in, bringing something in called automatic offsides. I don't know what that means. I don't know how that would work. Would players have like little trackers in their boots? I don't know. But we'll have to wait and see how that comes out. Claudio said Saturday fixtures are being postponed anyways, aren't they? Isn't that just the Championship? I think that's just the Championship 3 o'clock kickoffs. Maybe. Because they all kick off at the same time, don't they? Whereas the Premier League get moved. Like every Premier League game is on, isn't it? So there's no set time, whereas Championships all 3 o'clock. Someone's down in the box here. Dennis Pratt trying to fashion a chance. Indeed, who I think has been pretty piss poor. He's had to go all the way back. Great defending from West Ham. So I think that's just the Championship. Yeah, Lou, I'll send it over for you, mate. Do you think Leeds can get European football? Sashin, Dev Prast. Yes, I do, mate. I do. I've said it, and I've been saying it all season. This isn't just now. People will tell you if you watch All Leeds TV. I have been saying it all season. I think I was on 90minute.com right at the start of the season making them exact claims. I'll dial it back. Don't worry. If we get Europe, I will replay that stuff. Arsenal for life says, who would you like to see come up from Championship? Barnsley, and I think Watford and Norwich because they're already there, aren't they? So, yeah, Sashin, nice for the question, though. Please subscribe to the channel. Nice to see you. I know you are a Manchester United fan, but it's still nice to see you. It's free to subscribe to the channel. All love and that, so please subscribe, mate. Give us Rafinha. We'll give you Dan James. I think you've banged your head, mate, if you think that's any sort of deal. Smash the like button, says Tim Smith. Remember, guys, we will be doing a watch-along for Manchester United versus Spurs as well. So you Manchester United fans that are watching and commenting, make sure you stick around for that. 73 in the chat. Let's get to 90 plus. Let's do it, boys. We need to get to 100. That would be absolute scenes. Fake James Garner's put this on. I don't know what that is. P-A... No, I can't make it out. I'm sorry. I can't make it out. Joe, I think you're not the most optimistic. I'm not. There's more. Hit them likes, says Ant Deco. Hit them likes. Yes, 100%. Hit them likes. Right. I've actually caught up to the comments, guys. What's going on there? What a guy, yeah. I'm just going to open up the old WhatsApp and fire the link over to my good man, Lewis, and get him involved. So just bear with us a sec. There we go. That's him got the link over. My partner's texted me to say she thinks she's broke a finger. I don't know how she's done that. What the hell? So I'll just quickly message her to say how you broke your finger, man. That's worrying. Yeah, keep Mason Tootin says start doing mods. If so, can I please be one? Of course, when we grow, mate, if I need them, I'll get that. Fake James Garner says, can I be a mod? We'll sort something out. I want to know what that was, James. What even was that, bro? What's that thing that you... I can't make it out, man. I don't even know what that's supposed to be. It looks pretty, but I don't know what it is. Luca Whaley says, you got any names through Leeds could sign it? Yeah, Parade is the guy that I assume we're after. What were you erring at then? I don't know. It says Nottingham Forest Football Club is the best. Where are you, mate? Where are Forest? Rightly so. Talk to me.
Hello, mate.
This guy's saying that Nottingham Forest is the best. What's going on? Where are they in the league now, Lou?
About
I can't hear you. I haven't even got my headphones in. I've not had to
19 or something.
Sorry, I'm asking Lewis questions, right? And I've not even got my headphones in. Bear with me, mate.
Not prepared. I'm just Joe. Not as prepared as All Leeds TV. I see what's going on.
What are you saying?
I just said Just Joe's like the best channel ever. It's much better than All Leeds TV.
Oh, shut up, mate. Shut up. Don't you be trying to cause ruptions, you.
No.
To be honest, I spent the morning, mate. I've watched your video. Guys, if you've not watched Lewis's fan reaction post video, it was funny. Who was the ginger guy that was on with us? I don't know who he is.
Basically, the way that worked out was, obviously, I gather all the footage, so I go through everyone's live streams, blah, blah, blah. And I would have got it out at like 7, but then City fans just kept uploading videos, and I'm like, all right, that's good, I'll take that out. And it ended up being like 1 in the morning. I was like, well, this could flop. And then I put it out, and it was literally on K views in about 13 minutes. It was ridiculous, 1 in the morning. But so I was just going through, and because obviously Cheers, mate. Cheers, Charlie. I worked out like so how many City fans they need to go together and they need to go together, and he was just like left there, and I was like, well, there's a space for you lot, so I'll just stick him in there. And well, you're like a commentary. Like you try and commentate when you're watching, and he would kind of do the same. So I thought it kind of worked.
Yeah, try to. Not
But
always the best.
No, it wasn't the best ones I've done, probably. Like, it was just, especially the All These TV part, where it was just cutting from Jack and Tash to you to Oscar, like back and forth. I think it worked really well. Although your reactions were a bit late, obviously, like I was saying to you yesterday. That I know I'd be few. It's just the moment when you get that moment taken away from you, you feel like you've got to force the reaction because you're live. It's like, cheers, mate. But no, I really enjoyed doing that one. I was kind of gutted myself that I couldn't do a reaction with my mates, but early kickoffs are a pain in the ass for me, mate. Like just even in terms of if people need to get COVID tests and blah blah, like results usually come halfway through the day, and early kickoffs are awful. So,
you getting COVID tests for your mates to come round?
A few of my mates do, yeah. Just they'll take their own precautions because some see grandparents and stuff like because there's no point if someone like were to message me or whatever or comment on videos like, hold on, while you're meeting, we're in lockdown, you shouldn't, which they're the rules, but you got to take the precautions so you can turn around to those people and go, actually it's safe, the official.
I've got some, to be fair, because I have to take them when I go to college, mate, to be fair.
Really,
the
15-minute ones.
Half an hour it is. I send it
half an hour.
It's like a pregnancy test,
Is it like the CNT ones? Is it CNT?
I just put it on my nose and down my throat, mate. I don't know.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. It's like a pregnancy test, waiting to see if you're pregnant or not, man. But we've got here. Look, when's the next quiz? My partner actually asked me this morning when I was watching the video. She said, "When you were next on with Lewis?"
It won't be against. Put it that way. I tried to pick shows where it's got, I hope, somewhat more than just the quiz. So obviously the chase has all the banter and the chaser personas and everything built into it anyway. So that was easy to do because you can have a laugh with that. Millionaire, it's just got all the suspense and all that and the music. That's what people watch that for. And then obviously Weakest Link was just coming on to get a roasting. Where so they're the three big ones. Eggheads is boring, Pointless is boring, Tenable's boring. Like people suggest
you've got to do Family Fortunes, bro.
Family Fortunes is next. Yeah, Family Fortunes will be next. That will be next. And the good thing with Family Fortunes is kind of like Weakest Link, to be fair, it's easy to do, and I can just keep doing editions of it. Like I could do Family Fortunes, Leeds Ladies v Leeds Blokes, and I could do Family Fortunes Leeds against Man City. You know what I mean?
You could do like YouTube versus podcast. You could do, boys, girls, exactly.
And
older, younger. There's loads, isn't there?
The good thing about it as well is it's something we can do when there's no football on. So I was like, if content's drying up a bit, I was like, right, I'll whack a few game shows out.
Especially because we've only got to wait like a couple of weeks, haven't we, for Euros? But there's still like a lull, I guess.
Well, there's international football, but obviously it's not the mighty whites.
Euros, I can't wait for it, man, because I don't like international football when it's friendlies and stuff, but when it's
when there's a tournament,
something to play for, man, it's exceptional, man.
Thing with Euros is though, it could backfire on us. Like the expectations there, and it's like if we don't, people are literally saying if we don't get to the final, it's embarrassing. Like you can turn around and say, well, if we end up with France in bloody semis or quarters, then you know what I mean. Like they're probably the best team in it. Yeah, but it's just the
France,
way
Belgium, Portugal,
Germany.
Ronaldo, Germany,
Although Germany aren't what they were.
No, that's true, innit? That is true. But
they've got big Robin Koch. So.
Yeah. He was good yesterday when he came on. He was good.
It was. Well, I was saying to Nathan, LUFC vlogger, as most people know him or Woody or whatever, because I speak to him like pretty much daily. And for anyone who watches him and thinks he's stopped, he was sick of putting. He not a big fan of the previews and all that. He just wants to do vlogs. He just wants the fans back. So he'll be back when fans are back. But I was speaking to him and I went, as much as I'm gutted for Coops, it might not actually be such a bad thing he's suspended, because now we can get to see Koch and Llorente together. Hopefully.
See, I think he'll go Strauch still, bro.
You reckon still Strike?
Yeah. I think the fact that he brought him on first shows you that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Another thing I was saying to him yesterday were the red card, and you know, some people disagree with me. The red card helped us, and my argument for this is, if Coops don't go off, Bamford don't go off, Strike don't come on, we don't play defensive. We don't play defensive. City are allowed to play exactly how they want to play against us. We were constantly making them play outside the box, not letting them inside the box. The one time they did get in, it were offside, and it was offside. It was offside.
It wasn't, bro.
It was offside.
It wasn't, man.
The top back half of his body, when you see the line.
No, but you've got a different still. You've got a different still. There's another still when he plays the ball where he's onside.
I've seen that still, and he's off.
He's onside, man. Anyway, come on, we're in the game.
Right. So,
do you think it was a red?
Can't ask me that. At the time, I went blatant red. Watched it. I watched different angles of it, and I went, he's got the ball, but the follow through is nasty. Does he need to go up like that? Not really. Nasty follow through. Didn't have two studs up. Only 1 foot up. The only time his 2 feet were in the air was after the contact were made. Red.
When he smashed him in the knee.
No. Well, yeah, he smashed him in the knee with 1 foot. The follow through. I'm on about. He's not flew in with both.
No,
feet.
I know what you mean.
After the contact were made, there's a still of him with 2 feet in air that were after the contact.
Yeah, of course.
Red. It's a red.
Yeah,
soft I think and annoying because it's inconsistent. Because other games it wouldn't even have been a yellow.
Yeah.
All that, for example.
I understand at the time the emotion, and everyone's like, "No way." But
at the time, I said it were blatant red. Watching it back, I'm not saying it's blatant, but it's a red. Like it's. Oh no, it was blatant, but it's not. I've seen worse challenges.
Kelechi and Nacho makes it 3-1 on the 69th minute. Game on, man. West Ham, last 3 games have gone 3-up, ended up conceding. It's a great
I've got a bet builder on it. It's probably doing awful.
Great strike, that. Well done. Nipped in by Ricardo Pereira. Falls to Iheanacho. Great left foot strike.
Yeah.
Dawson and Schmeichel, no chance. Bang. Yeah, good strike. 3-1. 3-1. We've got 93 people in the chat, guys. I'm still yet to hit that 100 mark. Live viewers. Help me out. Smash a like on the video. Share it and see if I can get to 100 live viewers before the time is out. And thank you to everyone for getting me to 1K. So, legends, each and every one of you. So I get this, Sean Rules. I do. Like, the Sterling one should have been looked at. The Fernandinho one on Rafinha at the end where he just... Yeah, it was brutal.
This is it. This is where I get people's arguments of, well, if that's a red, then that's a red, and that's a red. Yeah. Or if that's a yellow, that's a yellow. If that's a penalty, it's so inconsistent game to game. VAR doesn't help; it just makes it worse because you think you've got technology and that is there to stop controversy, and it causes more. So, do you carry on with VAR? Do you scrap it? Do you improve it? How can they improve it? They've had it what?
Mate, it's not even VAR for me, Lou. It's the people controlling it, man. Because you're trying to remove human error by putting humans back in charge of.
I think the game was better when it was human error. Because how can you argue human error? It's in the moment. It's a human error. Then you can talk about it after the game. Honestly, it's awful to be on the receiving end of when a decision goes your wrong way, especially if it's in a big game. But talking points and controversy was one of the best parts of the game. Honestly, after a game. Lampard, I remember when Lampard scored against Germany. Yeah. How big that was. And that was against us, and that hurt. Obviously, I've got my feelings about him now, but as a player...
You got the Henry one for Ireland as well, where he handballed it and kept it in.
It's just, you can bring, you think back and bring big moments up in football, like, for example, Maradona. Against, if VAR were around at that time, that would have probably been disallowed. But it's just, I think it's better to go down to human error because you've got excuses if it's human error. Whereas if you've got
Yeah.
technology involved, where is your excuse to say that decision, shouldn't have been made correct? You've got technology there. It's the same with goal line tech. And I felt, when Sheffield United end of last season, the only reason, people say the only reason Villa stayed up, I know they got stiffed against Palace with VAR or something earlier on. But, Sheffield United got done by goal line technology, and that's technology that should have worked because the watch didn't go off. So it's just annoying. Technology's there to get the decision right, and it just makes it worse.
Do you know what? Claudio's made a fantastic point. He does this very regularly, so he needs to dine out on this. He's actually made a good point for once. He says you remove VAR, and the conversation still goes to, would it have been ruled out if we had VAR? That's a great point, because that's what would happen. That's what definitely would happen. So now it's in, it has to remain. It's just we need to not.
It needs fine tuning. Other countries
it's the people, man. It's the people using it, bro. This is the thing. It's the people using it in Stockley Park. The refs that have got control of it. I don't know what goes on with them lines half of the time. It's just insane, mate. But what can we do? It's here, isn't it? Do you know what, Lewis? What we've not experienced yet, and I was asking the guys on before the whistle blows, we've not experienced it in the ground yet.
See, this is one of the things.
You don't even know what's going on when you're in the ground because you can't even fucking see the stuff. Do you know what I mean? So you're like, what's going on? What's going on?
Did you see City fans' argument yesterday about Costa?
No.
You're not? Right.
No.
I'm not going to say for sure.
Yeah.
The pass to Costa, in which obviously Costa then gave it to Alioski and Alioski threw it to Dallas.
Yeah.
He looked off.
Right, okay.
And they were absolutely fuming. I don't know if you've not seen it, to be fair. We're all over City's Twitter.
And I don't go on their Twitter, bro. I'm not like you. You go in there looking for the bites.
It's been retweeted by Leeds fans and stuff. And Leeds fans were going back with the... That's the only reason I found that screen grab was because they were saying, well, your goal were offside, so technically it should have been 1-0 us then, if that's your argument. And they've got multiple screenshots and stuff in line, in front, behind. And City have got the line literally on the halfway line, and Costa looks to be just over. And with that, the argument was, why has that not been looked at? Because I'm pretty sure theirs was looked at, was it not? VAR checked, but it didn't last very long. We didn't get the lines either. We didn't even get the lines on screen.
No.
And they're basically saying, because it wasn't Alioski's pass to Dallas, because it wasn't the penultimate pass, didn't get looked at, because it was literally in the build-up, and no one thought to... But looking back at it, it looked literally just off. Even I thought, but I'm not saying 100%. I'm not complaining. We won. And then you've got the argument of, was theirs offside? I know you don't think it was, but I've seen screen grabs of when the ball was kicked and where he stood in line with Llorente, and he's
maybe they could have got the lines out. To be fair, maybe they could have got the lines out.
This is what annoys me as well. When Bamford scored against Wolves, now I will stick by my guns and say that we're onside. Bamford against Wolves. We got one angle of it. No, Wolves.
Yes.
Away. Well, we know Palace were a goal. That's not even a debate. Wolves, we got one angle of it. If you want to go now and watch, you'll find one angle of it, and that was the live TV angle. You won't find any other angle of it because we didn't get to see any other.
Yeah.
There were no inline shots. There were no offside lines that we were given. Can't remember if it was on Sky or BT. They just went past it. You'll notice whenever it's blatant, they will show the lines, but they don't whenever there's a debate there. What's the point in that?
I will have a look at it. I think Big Rich has said, look, I've looked at Victor Costa, looks like Zinchenko is playing him on, but it's what it is, man.
Again. Not that it matters now, obviously, but I'll be honest, I didn't even notice at the time that it could have even been a possibility, obviously. Well, I wasn't even watching. I literally only looked at. You'll have seen I were on my phone.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
And I will literally. I think I might have heard commentator or whatever. And I literally just looked up and Dallas won edge at day, and I'm like, oh my god, we're through.
Yeah, I seen it, man.
Didn't even
I
know.
said to Lass, I said, he's got his head in his phone, and then you go, he's in.
I know.
Yeah, well, it's yeah. I don't think anyone.
Imagine I missed it. Just looked up and he was just running away. I'm like, what?
Oh no, yeah.
I just accepted it with 1-1 at that point.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
2.5
Well,
minutes
you'd have took that, mate. You'd have took
left.
that.
Of course I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like 27 shots to 1 at that point before we scored, and then they got an extra couple after we won.
But
it.
even still, like they mention all these shots and stuff, there weren't none of them. I think there was maybe one, Bernardo Silva, and the goal they scored that were proper clear cut.
And Fernandinho, I remember. Well, he kind of sliced it, but Melly had to make a decent save.
Yeah, and it felt, he jumped back up and got it. Yeah. Sterling, yeah. But other than that, mate.
You know, we had 2 shots and 2 on target. But Bamford should have scored.
Yeah.
Rafinha, why he's tried to take it on the right and round Ederson, I don't know. Instead of using his left foot, he is left-footed to slot it into the bottom corner.
Do you know when he got? Do you know when he got totaled as well by Fernandinho? He should have passed it to Costa, you know.
See, I don't. We've just won. I don't want to complain about anything. I don't.
No, I know. But I'm just
right? No, but
Rafinha,
right.
Costa.
When Rafinha's on a good game, when he's mugging people off constantly, it's like he gets ahead of himself. He did it against West Ham away. He did it against Chelsea. It doesn't annoy me as much when we get the result, but when you look back, especially against West Ham away, he was trying to take 2-3 men on at a time, and I went, "You've got that in you, yes. We're 1-0, 2-0 down. You need to just be laying it off." And you're right. He could have laid it off. But he's tried to go straight past Fernandinho, and Fernandinho's obviously flattered him. But was that even a booking? Or a booking on it? Were it not?
Oh, was it a yellow? Yeah.
All right.
Tielemans. Oh, look at that for a 1-2 with Ricardo Pereira, but it's a great save by Fabianski. Great little play by Pereira and Tielemans there.
That second though.
Yeah, 3-1. You got 10 minutes left to play. Leicester do get the majority of their goals late, but I think this might be a little bit too far from it. As someone made a point in the comments saying, Brendan, the bottler is back from the main man, Ben Brady. Rivalry aside, nice to see you, Ben. Yeah, Brendan, the bottler, as always, thanks for the shout on 1K, mate. Yeah, he's back, isn't he? He's back. You know, I've been saying for weeks that Leicester were up there, they're sound. You know, I thought there was only one spot available. It was that 4th spot. You know, West Ham look like they're getting in there now. They're only a point behind Leicester, you know. And Leicester could be in danger of dropping out, man. Leicester could be the ones dropping out. But yeah, West Ham, I still can't, you know, manager of the season for me. Manager of the season. What a turnaround David Moyes has had at West Ham, man.
I had West Ham in bottom 3 when I league.
Crazy, isn't it?
They were an absolute mess.
Yeah.
Absolute mess.
I know. Absolutely crazy.
I had Villa down there as well, I think.
Eh?
I had Villa down there as well, I think.
Villa, yeah. Yeah, well, Dean Smith's done well. Dean Smith has done well. Although, you know, they've made some good signings this time, though. Like last window, last year, they just fucking threw cash at it, didn't they? But Chris Kelly says, Lewis laughed my rocks off at you, realising Dallas was in for the winner. Looking at his form, wasn't he? Sexed him, probably.
I know. Head in hands. Literally last second.
Shirt. Eh?
Literally last second, just looked up and he went edge at D. I'm like, oh my god.
What a moment, mate. What a moment. Yeah, I agree with Claudio as well.
It eclipsed, seeing people saying it eclipsed Pablo against Swansea. It didn't.
No, I know.
Pablo against Swansea was emotional. Monumental.
I clicked your poll just to see. I can't even remember which one. But I was like, I'll just click one just to see what the actual results are. And I was surprised as well to see how much it had actually got. I think Swansea was still up, but I don't get how it's so close. Do you know what I mean?
I think it's more 70-30 now, but at the time it was like 45-55. It were ridiculous. I'm like, Dallas were good, don't get me wrong. Like, that'll go down in history. It just will.
Yeah.
I've seen people saying it beats Beckford against Scum.
Yeah, I think the difference with that is that we're in League One.
We were in League One. Exactly. They're just different moments. Pablo was to get
Fergie had never been knocked out at the 3rd round.
No, exactly.
Fergie had never been knocked out by lower league opposition. That's an amazing moment. But I get it. It's because Premier League.
It is because it was just yesterday. So obviously the hype will still have been there.
When you're in League One and beating them and the players that he played as well, Rooney played, they were a decent side, Yeah, so
only Leeds though could lose to Crawley Town and beat Man City in the same season.
Yeah, exactly. So true. So true. Lewis, I love the Watchers Now video. Watch it almost daily. Go on, Charlie. Love it. It's good.
See, I've got another song. The idea's in the pipeline to do another one similar, but obviously it'd be great to do it straight after City. That was 2 months ago, that Watchers Now, but I feel like it's still like those videos do well when they're rare, and I don't want to be doing it.
You wait, and I'll tell you why you're going to wait. Because we're going to get Europe.
No, we're not, mate.
We are getting Europe. Look.
Right, mate. Do you want me to tell you why we're not getting Europe? Do you want me to tell you why we're just going to fall short?
No.
7th, right?
Yeah.
We're going to need 58, 59, 60 points. 58 minimum, right?
Yeah.
We've got Everton ahead of us. We've got Spurs ahead of us.
Yeah.
Villa will fall off. Looking at Villa we've got, Villa will fall off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spurs and Everton are both going to get 58, 59 with the fixtures they've got.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to, I reckon we'll finish 8th. 8th and 9th. Top 10 we will get. Villa are going to fall off, so we don't need to worry about Villa. Villa have got City next, haven't they? Well,
I'm not sure.
I know we've just beaten City, but...
So you think we'll finish 8th?
Mate, looking at who we've got, if you're talking about hard fixtures, we've got Spurs, we've got Liverpool, we've got Scum.
We had City, though.
Can we beat Liverpool?
Ain't coming back from that, son.
Can we beat Liverpool and Scum back to back after City? All right, hear me out. Realistically, if we want to get Europe, we have to win his next 2 games.
No,
mate, we do, because you can say Brighton's a given win. West Brom's a given win.
I'm not saying that.
Southampton's a given win.
No game's a given win, but
no, but if you want to be naive or whatever, or big-headed and say, right, well, Brighton will be an easy win. Southampton, West Brom, you look at those teams and think, right, we should be winning those games, yeah. But you've got Spurs, you've got Scum, you've got Liverpool, and I'm missing one. Who else we got? Because we've got 7 games left, haven't we? Who am I missing? Liverpool, Scum, Spurs are the big 3.
Right, we've got Liverpool.
Let me just look, because we're going to be.
No, we've got Liverpool, Scum. We've got Tottenham. We've got Southampton. We've got Burnley. We've got Brighton.
Burnley, that's
West
the other
Brom.
one. Burnley, that's the other one. Right. So
we've got West Brom.
Burnley, West Brom, Southampton, Brighton. You look at that and think 12 points. If you want to be big-headed.
12 points, yeah.
12 points. There we go. We've got 12 points.
So what does that put us on? 57.
57.
Okay.
So
then out of Tottenham, Man United, and Liverpool, we can't get 1 point.
But mate, Everton and Spurs are ahead of us. We aren't.
Spurs are gash. Everton drew a Palace.
If we get Europe, I'll run round Ellen Road bollock naked. Right? It's not going to happen.
Clip that shit up.
It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. We will be up there next season. To even be a sniffing around it this season is ridiculous.
It's a great
and
achievement.
people come up and go, well, Sheffield United did it last season and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Fine. That's why your second season comes in to prove yourself.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Brisdale Fish Tank says, what's happening in the live game, lad? Sorry, Lewis came in and started crushing Leeds fans' dreams at, with his crazy comments.
You said we'd beat City on LUTV. So if you think we're going to get Europe...
Yes, believe. Do you know who else has been saying it since day
I'm
dot?
not going to say you're wrong.
Our friend Mickey. Both me and Mickey have said Europe.
I know, yeah. Right, it's a possibility, but we would need to get points.
I get what you're saying. Because
we would need to pick up points against one of the big 3 dogs that are left. And that's assuming that we're going to beat Burnley, Southampton, Brighton, and West Brom. We could easily slip up against one of them. It's Leeds. We go beat Man City. and then we'll get turned over by Burnley. It would just happen.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. It is.
So that's being big-headed and assuming we've got those 12 points in bag. That's assuming we've got 57 guaranteed, and then think, oh yeah, we can get a point against Spurs.
But I mean, the record shows us though that 27 out of a possible 30 points we've taken against teams in the bottom 7, so we are good in that. I get what you're saying, though. I do. We'll have to wait and see. Does that mean, I know Claudio asked me the question, does that mean we as Leeds fans are saying, do you know what? I hope Man United beat Tottenham. I do think they will anyway, but if they do beat them, then that means, there's still only 4 points.
Did you see that scum fan reacting to our goal?
Oh, mate, I couldn't. That blew my mind, bro.
Right. I've gone down his comments on his YouTube video, and he's genuinely replying to people going, oh, well, if we win our games in hand and sit it getting tasty, I'm like, what? Which scum fan in their right mind thinks they've still got a chance of winning the Premier League? City have got it in the bag. They've had it in the bag for weeks. Yeah. It's not going to happen. Even if you win your games in hand. Like, yes, for our benefit, I would probably want Scum to beat Tottenham. You'd want Spurs to lose as many games and Everton to win. Anyone who's ahead of us who would be denying us Europe, you would want to lose games and drop points. On the condition.
What I don't understand is how I think the majority of Man United fans actually dislike Leeds more than they do City. And he was celebrating, and I was like, I couldn't get my head around it.
That's not a proper man. He's not a man, is he?
No, yeah, exactly. I know. It was funny, though. It was funny because I was like, yo, this can't be real.
Nah. This
can't be real. And Dicko, Liverpool fan, says you'll finish 5th. See, Ant Dicko knows. Tim Smith, Leeds fan, we could get 5th. Chris says we'll beat Liverpool, draw versus Manchester United. I tried to say Manchester United on the stream, just for those, just because it's pretty neutral. Try to be.
If 2 games time, if we are on,
go on.
2 games time, if we're on 46, 48 points, then I will be like, right, we've got a shot. Because to beat City and then to pick points up against Liverpool, which I think we could beat Liverpool, by the way.
Yeah.
Scum's. I'll say I can't. I'm sorry.
Manchester United.
Manchester United. They're an odd one because you think, we can beat City, we can beat them. City play exactly how we would want anyone to play against us. They are the perfect team to play for the way we play football and attack. End to end, we attack each other, we open each other up. Manchester United, however, play how we had to play against City yesterday. They don't open themselves up. They don't allow you to get through.
The way it's 3-2, bro. It's 3-2. Iheanacho's made it 3-2. There's 6
Not
minutes.
Enough time, though. There is. Bloody hell, actually.
6 minutes at a time. You've got 5.5 minutes. West Ham sleeping again. We said this when they go 3-0 up. They've done it in the last 3 games. They've gone 3-0 up. Conceded 3 against Arsenal, 2 against Wolves. Could Leicester get one Iheanacho? I don't know what Fornells is doing. Let's have it's Balbuena. Sorry, Balbuena and Kufal. It's a goal. Wow. 5 minutes left to play. Could
Moyes is fuming.
Leicester, I know. Rightly so. Rightly so. Wow.
Yeah. Unless we change the way we're set up, or they change the way they're going to play, I can't see the game going any differently. Maybe score-wise, but in terms of just against each other in open play, I can't see the game going any differently than it did at Old Trafford, because it's just the styles of football clashing. Us and City.
No, I get it. And
perfect
you know
what, Road, and it were perfect. That's a perfect team to play for us, where they're just so defensive, so compact. They don't let you through. They don't let you into the box.
They beat. What we've got to remember is as well, right? They beat us at Old Trafford. And they're worse at Old Trafford. They're actually better away from home due to how they play.
I would hope get a result, but realistically,
I think Bielsa will have a little trick up his sleeve. I do, man. I think
this is what I mean. I'm hoping we change the way we play. I'm hoping Bielsa for once, and I know he's.
We've seen it
yesterday. He did it yesterday. He did it yesterday.
Yeah.
As soon as we got 10 men, he was like, right, we're off defensive. Strikes coming on, going off.
This is what I'm saying. Do you remember? I don't know if you remember, but first season under Bielsa, I forget the score. We were playing Nottingham Forest. We got a couple of players sent off. He ended up just bringing on attacking players. We ended up losing 4-2. Whereas yesterday, he brought off 2 attackers and brought on Cock and Strauch. That showed me that Bielsa's thinking, right, be a bit more pragmatic. But we still had an option going forward. Do you know what I mean? Other managers would have held on for a point, but he didn't do that.
I hope we come out with the risk. To have respect.
Chance. Harvey Barnes. It's going to be a corner Leicester.
Yes.
3 minutes left to play. Declan Rice biting his nails.
They wouldn't do it, would they?
David Moyes has got to do something about this. So every time they go 3-up, man, to then just concede. Corner ball. Fofana headed out by Dawson. Back in. Diop foot through it. Boom. Out it goes. Masuaku,
against Midlands teams as well. Against Midlands teams as well. Wolves now Leicester.
Yeah. Schmeichel came up for it, the bell.
Yeah. Yeah, we've got to play dirty against them. We've got to just say it out.
Got to play dirty. What about when I said we want Calvin to get a red card? Don't be saying that, mate. You'll get hammered.
Not dirty as in I want us to 2-foot every player in sight, although that would please me. Dirty as in how we played against Burnley.
Yeah,
just
I know what you mean. Yeah,
scruffy football. Not just constantly going at them because it doesn't work. We proved that at Old Trafford. The clashes of football are completely different.
Yeah,
that's why Man United beat Man City, because the clash. They don't allow City to play, and then they just catch them on counter. So
2 minutes left in this one now, guys.
Yeah. I can't see it happening.
No,
but football.
Yeah, this is right as well, Claudio. I've seen that come in. Apparently, there's a 2-year deal. 2-year deal, not just one.
I'm surprised because he's been speaking very highly of his commitment and future here, and he's happy here.
Yeah.
So
2-year deal though would be huge, mate. That would okay, definitely charge for Europe next season, and then what's So it'd be amazing. It'd just give everyone a lift as well, even the players.
Has any promoted team ever come up and got Europe first season? Because I can't think on the top of my head.
Wolves.
Was that first season?
Yeah, Wolves did it.
What the hell? I thought it was second season.
They got 57 as well. 57. Someone put it in the comments earlier. It was 57. But Wolves did it. Obviously, Sheffield United were close. I think they ended up 9th, didn't they, Sheffield United?
They were up there and then they fell off right end.
Yeah, well, that was because of COVID, though. That's what I'm saying. If COVID doesn't happen, I think Sheffield United still get it.
Problem with Sheffield United, though, is...
I mean, they're in. Brighton. He's had a chance. Is it going to fall for Pereira? Penalty. He should have gone down. Boy, he should have gone down, Cut back. I think if he goes down, he gets a penalty.
Reminds me of bloody Paveda against Chelsea away.
Aye. I'd love to see that again. 15 seconds, sorry.
Yeah, that's going to be it now, isn't it?
He's got to go down. I'm surprised they're not showing that. It's going to be a corner ball. Kasper Schmeichel's up. Ball in Brighton. Winner. It's easy. He's gone out as far as Vardy, though. He's chipped it back in. Fofana. Wide.
Oh. Yeah, that was very similar to Paveda against Chelsea, that. Just on edge, just into the box on right hand side.
Showing it. They mustn't have thought it was worth it. Vardy tried to chip one in. Fofana headed it wide. Maybe should have got it on target, to be fair. That's it. Full time. West Ham.
Yep, 3-2.
West Ham stay in the top 4.
Big season.
Tottenham, for me, in this next game now, have to win in order for them to still be in that hunt for the top 4. They have to win. Have to win. Man United are there for me. I know it's 8 points between them. No, sorry, 6 points, but I think Man United have already done enough, but especially with the game in hand. But Tottenham's a must-win. That kicks off at 4:30, guys. I'm going to be back here at 4:20. So if you want to join me for that, please do. Jump on over to that stream, smash a like. Lewis, thanks for coming over, my brother.
No worries, mate.
Legend,
no
as always.
As always.
And all yous that are in the chat, please join me at 4:20 for Manchester United versus Tottenham. It's going to be a good one. I'll see you in a bit. Thank you.